Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda if you're new here, and today is Saturday, October the 22nd of 2022. I haven't really been up to a whole lot, but a couple of days ago I was, hanging out with my family, and my sister-in-law wanted to go practice her pickleball. So, asked if I wanted to go with, and so I went, and it was the first time I had ever played, and it was actually pretty fun. I'm not really a sports person, but I had tried tennis one time before, and I didn't really care for that, so I wasn't really sure about pickleball, but it actually felt a lot different than tennis, so it was fun, and I hope to be able to go again. But I think, I got a little bit too much into it, or I'm just out of shape, or a mix of both. And I was trying to get the ball, and I pulled my back. So it's been hurting a little bit for the past couple days, but it's getting, I think, a little bit better right now. But yeah, it was fun, and I hope to go again. Also, I had mentioned before about my mom going through some health issues. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, so a couple weeks ago she started chemo. So I was going with her during her chemo, and she was crocheting and I was stitching, so we were just sitting and talking and making the time go by faster. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. Let me see here, get my stitching. I have it ready. I forgot to tighten this, so I will start off showing my stitching. And the first thing is my stitching shelf, and it is on 25 count easy count Lugana. I got 3,076 stitches in, so I have my first lady. I forget, I gotta get on the side here. I'll show over here. So I got my first lady in. Let me get a little closer. So I was really excited to get her in. There she is, stitching up something. So I was debating on trying maybe going up here and mixing in doing some in both places, because it's a little bit annoying stitching it this so close to the top. So I think I'm gonna kind of mix it up a little bit for the next time. Let's see, let me find a spot to put stuff. And the next thing I have, and that is from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's an Amy Stewart piece of artwork that they converted to cross stitch, and a stitching shelf is what it is. So this one, it is in the 2021 Just Cross Stitch Halloween, and it's from Nikki Ewing of Boulder Valley Stitching, and I couldn't find the pattern elsewhere, so I could only see it on here. But it's called Ghoul Gardens. So last time I hadn't quite finished the frame part of it, but this is on, I believe, 18 count Ada that I dyed this, and anything that's dyed, I dyed. 18 count Ada. I'm trying to find on my list here where it's at. Oh, I don't have it written down because I don't know how many stitches it is, since it's a paper pattern. But here's where I'm at. Last time I hadn't done this filled in yet, and this wasn't done at all, so got that in. So I think I have all of the words before I need to put in all of just a lot of the background color. So that's what I have coming up on that. Then I have Broken Ship from Stitch It Picasso on Etsy. I don't know if he sells elsewhere, but Stitch It Picasso on Etsy. And this is on 16 count Ada. And I got 1,110 stitches in. And I think I need to order a color that I don't have, but there's a lot of black as well, so I'll start on the black. And I need to make a floss order to be able to continue on this and another piece too, so I need to get around to doing that. The next thing I have is Roses and Lilies from Antique Stitch, and it used to be on Etsy, but I don't think it is anymore. Sorry for the noise, my dog just came in and now she's panting. She's been sunning. Oh my gosh, she's filthy. Oh, what are you getting into? Anyway, Roses and Lilies. This is, I can't remember if this is an 18 or a 20 count. It may be a 20 count Ada. I got 1,725 stitches in. So I finished off some of the green on the leaves and moved on to putting in some of this brown. I can't remember if I finished that color or not, but that's where I'm at so far. The next thing I have is this Silent Night that was a kit for a little banner from Linda Green. Hi, hola. Hi. So I also don't know how many stitches I got on this since it's paper pattern, but that is where I'm at now. And this is what it will look like. So I'm coming along. This is what I was stitching when, you know, sitting with my mom at chemo, so that's probably what I'll continue to do for this one on every Friday, is stitch some on this. Don't mind my hair on it. But yeah, trying to get that done before Christmas. And then I have Red Rose from Polvetrulia Handmade on Etsy. This is on 18 count opalescent Ada, and I got 3,389 stitches in. I've really been working on this one for a bit every day. Sorry for the thread, I forgot to put it to the back. But so I made a lot of progress on this one. And this is the other one that I'm missing. Well, I actually have the color, but it doesn't look quite right to me, so I'm going to order another one and see if it's dyed differently. So yeah, this one, when I'm stitching it, I didn't really like it up close because in the reds, one of this one right here, one of these is a brown color, and when you look at it up close, it looks kind of off. When you see it further away, it, you know, it blends better. So yeah. And then I have the Taylor's Oldest Time room from Story Stitches on Facebook. I got 701 stitches in on this one to finish another room. So there's only one room left. I did this one with the pig in the mud and stuff. I did back stitching on them, but I wasn't sure if I should do more. Like, I wasn't sure if compared to the others it looks a little less detailed, but there's a couple that I guess like this one doesn't have quite as much back stitching in that one, so I figured maybe it was okay. If you have any opinion, let me know. But that's the room I did. So there's only one left, so that'll come out in a little over a week, I guess, and then it'll be done. I will miss it, but I'm happy to have it done. I totally forgot that I actually have some fully finishes for you know, I don't really have those very often, so I will have to go grab those after I show this last piece. This is Chopping Mall from the Witchy Stitcher. I got 911 stitches in to finish. We'll start and finish this room with Jason in it. I'll get closer. Since it's a full room, I don't really need a before. And I actually messed up in here somewhere. This is supposed to be further that way. And then there's another little thing on the desk. But since I messed up, I just went with it and it's fine. So that is one more room done there. And I also started working on the top frame part, and I got 1,400 stitches in on that. So I started on the little banner at the top, the little flags and stuff. So here it is as a whole. It's coming along. I really like working on this one, so this is another one I'll miss when I'm done. But I do have the Universal Monsters pattern, and also there's the Supernatural one that's out, so I'll move on to other cool things after that one. So yeah, that's all of the stitching that I have. I will run and go get those finishes that I have, and I will be right back. Okay, I went and got my finishes. I ended up doing some sewing, which, you know, I'm hesitant to do because I'm not very experienced, but my little ornaments that are from Doreen Jones, Little Ghost is the pattern. I finished those up a couple months ago, I think, or a month or so ago, and I wanted to finish them up into ornaments, so that's what I did. I'll try to, let's see. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I bought a few different Halloween fabrics. I can't remember if I showed them. I think maybe, I don't remember. So I just chose the same fabric for all of them, and I made the cording. That was the first time I had done that too. I'll link the videos that I used to kind of figure out how to do this if you need or want that information. So I made 2 purple ones and 2 orange ones. Sorry, my dog's underneath the table here. So here's one, and another one. I just think they're so cute, and I don't have a Halloween tree yet. I didn't get around to buying one this year, so I just have them hanging around in the house. They're next to the TV, so I see them all the time now, and it's cute. Let's see. Let me find all of them. And then these 2. So I just sewed the 2 pieces of fabric together and, you know, turn it inside out, and then I sewed this onto it afterwards. Like I said in the video, she explains how to do it, so I'll link that below. But yeah, it was fun to see these come together. When I first sewed them, like I said, I'm not the best at sewing, so it looked a little wonky, but after putting this cording on, it masked a lot of the imperfections. So yeah, I just filled them with some polyfill and stitched them together. So that's one of my first, I think the only other thing that I fully finished for myself was a Mill Hill ornament, so that's a little bit different. But I think this is the first thing that I've sewn up and fully finished for myself. Everything else I think I put in a hoop, and they were gifts. So I'm trying my hand at stitching up my sewing, so I'm trying my hand at sewing. So yeah, I have the other fabrics that I'm hoping to do some more FFOs of my other Halloween pieces. So that's all I have as far as stitching, and I don't really have much else to talk about. I've just been watching a lot of horror movies because it is that time of year. I mean, I watch them year round, but in October, practically every day I like to watch something spooky, whether it be a movie or a show. So yeah, mostly old stuff. And I think that's all I've really got. Tomorrow or next week, I'm not sure which, I think we're gonna go to the pumpkin patch, so that will be fun to just, you know, get out and enjoy some of the fall weather, which has actually been pretty cold. You know, living in Florida, you're used to it being wearing shorts a lot of times through December, but it was actually got down in the 30s here a few days ago, and I felt a little early, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well and you're happy stitching or crafting or just happy with whatever you're getting into. I will see you in the next one whenever that is. So bye for now.